Dr. Anita McLaughlin, a transformational counselor, mentor, chaplain, author, and entrepreneur, and you have just entered a diamond moment. Diamonds are produced through time, heat, and pressure. The cut, clarity, and size of the raw diamond determine its use. The use of the stone adds to its value. Life's diamonds are produced and valued the same way. This is the place to unlock and process the challenges of your life. We will ascribe value, determine worth, and put these valuable lessons to work so that you can fulfill your destiny. I just want to thank you for having spent the last year with me. I am thankful that you gave me your precious time. That is one thing that is limited in everyone's life, and so I thank you for that. And I hope the time that we have spent together has been beneficial and has accomplished the goals that we set out to do, which was to challenge limiting beliefs, limiting behaviors in your life, and to help you to move forward into what you want it to be. This is our last show for the year. We will be back next year and have some really exciting changes and things that are coming up, which I'll discuss a little bit with you on. But I just wanted to do a year review really quickly and think about where we've been. We started out turning negatives into diamonds, and I started talking to you about what happened in my life and how I got to where I am, how to build a foundation that'll guide your success. And we looked at accomplishing goals by having a foundation, how to create a major shift in your life. And I told you about a paradigm shift that occurred in my life and how life-changing it was, creating a new life, becoming who you want to be, and understanding that is a process, and that process has stages. Changing or modifying our perception and looking at things differently while we maintain our focus. We talked about some real life issues that had taken place and how people view spirituality around them. We looked at how to invest in yourself and the differences in people, the differences in who I am and who other people are, the way that society views me and the way that society views others. We talked about challenging limiting beliefs. We talked about what an incident that took place in our culture here in America and some different angles of which to look at that. We talked about examining fear, moving out of the box, being able to look at ignorance and procrastination. How does that factor into our lives? What is a legacy? What does it mean, what we leave behind? We looked at the different ways to question the need to work on and achieve your goals. We looked at the balance and responsibility, or codependence and manipulation, which is really important. We talked about issues of ourselves. What about me? And mental health issues and things of that nature. We talked about evaluating other people, that you'll know them by the fruit that they produce in their lives. We talked about things that can stop your success and being able to take advantage of the time to get back some of the lost time that we missed because we were doing other things or had a different perspective. Being free to be who we are, being able to just stand up and be ourselves, whatever that may be. Overcoming generational curses. We talked about putting all of these things together and making our life work for us. We went through this episode of listening and obeying, how to succeed by paying attention to that still quiet voice within you, and how to continue to do the things that we've been told to do until we get an understanding that it's time to move to something else. We talked about timing, whether or not we're moving out too prematurely or hesitating and missing that opening. We talked about our story, our history, and who we are and our genealogy. We talked about the things that are holding us back. Is it racial issues? Is it political issues? Is it a combination of those things? Or is it that we have not come into personal self-actualization? So we have done a lot in this past year. I'm thankful that you've been with me. In the last episode, we began to talk about rebooting the holidays, being able to take limiting ideas, things that have held us in bondage, and maybe look at them from another perspective. We are continuing in that vein in terms of looking at how to utilize what we have been given. Not what someone else got, but what we have been given, and to look at them differently. In all of the topics that we've discussed over this past year, I haven't had the opportunity to really give you a full, multifaceted approach. Some of the things we've gone back and visited a little bit more, but what we've been doing over the past year is building a foundation. We have to have a common foundation on which to talk. And I've said this before, that once we're able to talk, where I can just talk to you and you understand where I'm coming from, I understand where you're coming from, and we're able to respect each other in that, we can make a tremendous amount of time. We can take up and move forward in helping you to become what you want to become, and also in the same thing, helping me to become what I want to become. It doesn't matter what you accomplished in life. If you feel as though there is still work for you to do, we need to be about that work. So, in the next year, in our new season that starts out in January, we're going to be doing just that. We're going to continue to evaluate different aspects of some of the theories that have been brought forth thus far. We're going to look at them a little deeper. We're going to continue taking small bites and pieces. You know, there's an expression that says you can eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I have not been trying to take such huge swaths of information that you're not able to process that, digest it, and add it to who you are. We're going to continue working in small pieces and small bites, but I'm adding a couple of things to the mix. I am going to be doing some additional broadcasts. I won't tell you where or how right now, but that is definitely in the works. I am on additional platforms. I will give you more information about the new platforms that we're working on, and where frankly I need your help. I need you to help me as I move forward in the goals that I have. I'll be talking to you more about that. And one of the things that I'm very excited about is that I have developed a process to help you walk through. Becoming is a process, and a process has stages. And when we understand that, and we're taking small pieces at a time, here a little bit, there a little bit, line upon line, precept upon precept, when we're moving at a very organized pace, being able to put things in order, we're able to accomplish so much more than we would any other way. So I have put together a publication, and I'm calling it A Diamond Journey. A Diamond Journey, a journaling experience. And on our diamond journey, we're going to literally begin to bring about the change that we've needed. In the United States in particular, we have what's called a New Year's resolution. And for most people, they start out good. They were going to start out losing 100 pounds. And before they got to 3, it was too hard and they gave up. So they didn't complete that resolution. We're not doing that. Okay, we are not going to do that. Number one, we're not doing a calendar year. We're doing January to January. We're doing a fiscal year. Some of you that are just coming on board with me, you're still going back, you're still reviewing our first season and getting the foundation that you need to be able to, for us to have this beautiful life conversation of increase. And so you're doing that. And so you may not have started listening. You may not hear this particular episode until the middle of the next year, whenever that might be. So I have set up the journaling so that it goes in a fiscal year from July to July or February to February. each month having a particular focus, a particular subject matter that we're focusing on. And then in the same way, we will move forward and have a weekly goal. So we make it easy, a weekly goal. And then in that weekly goal, a daily task. The tasks are not going to strain you, believe me, because I don't have time for that, and I know you don't either. But it is a way for us to determine what we want to do and to begin the process. The process, becoming is a process, to begin the process of getting us where we want to go. When we start out at the very beginning of the journal, I'm going to ask you to give me the top 3 victories in the last 12 months. The top 3 victories. And then to conversely look at the top 3 challenges. Remember, we're not talking about problems. Problems are things to get rid of. Challenges are things to overcome. So we're looking at the top 3 challenges. And then we're going to look at the top 3 goals that we have for the next 12 months of your life. You will be able to make the determination on moving forward in those goals. We have a lot of information that I'm going to be sharing with you. And again, I'm sharing it in more than one venue. So I'm very excited to be able to start talking to you about that. There's a number of pieces that go to this process of a diamond journey. And we're going to begin to replace. If you remove something negative, you need to replace it with something positive. If you're not dealing with all the negatives in your life, how much room and time will it give you to deal with things that you really would like to do? We're going to not necessarily focus on just people who are going into business. Although your focus can be towards developing a business plan and moving forward in that type of endeavor. It might be learning a language. It might be learning an instrument. It might be putting together what you need to travel and to grow. But whatever that might be, that is something that you can focus on in your top 3 goals for the next 12 months of your life. So that is the way that I'm looking at our diamond journey, so we can journey there together. If you haven't joined me yet on Wisdom, please do. I'm also on FanBase. I'm just starting out there. So in all of these avenues and all the places that the doors have opened for me to begin to share and to grow and to do, I'm inviting you to go with me. Everything will not be the same. You won't see the same thing over and over. You may see some reinforcement where I am taking a topic and kind of reinforcing or giving some additional facets of that issue, but it won't be just full repeat. But there's a number of things that are coming along. I've written some books. I have done a rewrite on some that are going to be coming out soon. If you haven't bought my novel, I invite you to do that. It gives you a different, from a fictitious perspective, an idea on spiritual things. So please join me and stay with me in this coming year. We got a lot to be excited about, a lot that we're going to do. We're going to take a diamond journey through a journaling experience. We're going to be moving on other venues and avenues, and we're going to continue challenging the limiting beliefs in our lives. Becoming is a process. Thank you for listening, and join me next time as we redefine the previous steps of your process. Never forget, becoming is a process. A process has stages. One small change changes everything. So invest in yourself. Please visit my website at www.DrAnitaMc.com. That's DrAnitaMc.com for links and additional information. And please rate the podcast if you're enjoying it.